Welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. To get rid of the space that I showed to you guys earlier, I've added this white bit, and that's supposed to be a text widget. But the whole idea of this text widget, I don't think I want it on the system. Let me show you guys the codes. Here is the codes right here for the text widget. So if I comment it out, maybe I will end up just adding some space to it. That might solve the problem of the excess space that I have. Let's comment it out. See, save that and run it. Yeah, I still have my excess space, but the thing what I'm thinking of doing is to add some space right here, another one here, and another space in here. I think that might work better. I've already added some space in here anyway for this frame right there, just using the \n. Okay, now let's add another space here. Okay, this is the space I've added. So if I run it, I've added this space around anyway. Let's run it and you guys see what I'm talking about right there. Okay, here is the space here, another one here, and another one here. So what will happen is when the customer selects destination, so that will be from London to Kilburn, or from London to Preston, and the price will be right there. Okay, and that will actually depend on how many people are on the trip. Alright, so I like the interface the way it looks now. So all that is left for us to do now is to make sense of the calculations. This calculator works anyway, so that's one down, and we have our time and date. So we then need from to price, and then the route and reference. So let's take care of maybe reference, route, and exits. Okay, let's just do that now. Close that. Alright, for the exits, let's come, maybe go up here, and maybe underneath here we do. Let's gonna copy this right underneath here. Enter my exit. So maybe I should just call that I exit, right, and enter as follows. Enter those lines of codes. Now let's see if I run it. Before that, I'm going to have to call this function in okay, with this text button. So enter command equals I exit. So let's save and run. Right, we have an error. Okay, that's no problem. We just need to take care of this, the indentation. Okay, let's try again. Alright, let's see the exits. Click on the exit. Yeah, no exit. So the exit button works. That is good. Now you see all of these variables in here. Let me clear it, because let me show you what I'm talking about. The value is already 1 as soon as the system is run, and I don't want it like that. So let's clear it first. Okay, let's come in here like I said earlier on and just take care of that right here. Equals this dots clear. Okay, repeat the same thing for, just get rid of all of it all. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it might be right. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so all of this is cleared apart from this, and here is 0, so single. Okay, this is using this variable. So adult, let's find out what adult is. Let's come into where we have adult. Okay, with the adult we have, no, that's a checkbox. Okay, I think with the adult here is the problem. The adult is variable 4 and combo is variable 4 as well. So let me change one of them to maybe 9, and then that means we now have variable 9. Let's come up here and declare 9. Let's set it to clear, and here copy and paste all of this there. Okay, so that's fine now. So we'll run it again and see. Alright, that is cleared as well. So we can now, alright, single. We need to look into single. Alright, single and return. We need to look into those. Let's come to single. Will be checkbox, single, and variable 6. Make that variable 10. Return variable 11. So we now need to declare those two. Declare those two up here as well. Let's copy this and paste. Right. Run. Okay. I think everything is now ready for the other coding. Okay, the next part is to take care of this reset button. So let's take care of that now, and then maybe declare as well. Might have the same lines of codes. And right here, that's the reset. Let's make sure we have command reset there. Reset, no, we're done. So let's enter command reset there, and come right here. Let's enter command reset, and the clear button will be using the same function. Let's come right here, there. So all that is left now is the total calculation button. So let's run it for now and see. Okay, supposing we have value in here, let's see what's going to happen. Just to check if the reset works. Yep, the reset works. Okay, that's working anyway. Now let's start with the calculation for, I'm going to call this maybe travel underscore cost. Alright, that's the name of the method. So for this method, I'm going to use some if statement to get the system working. And right here are the cost of each ticket. I've put together these following lines of code. As you can see, I've used conditional statement there, if statement, and I've also used a logical operator there. So if the destination selected is Kilburn and this variable equals 1, the variable that I'm referring to is the checkbox. So there's two variables that has to be equals 1. Okay, and here that's supposed to be the cost of the ticket. Okay, the single in there, you can always enter how many people are actually going on the trip here, and here we work out the tax. Then that's the cost of the adult. Then here inside the total cost, we've added the cost and the tax together. Tax is then assigned to variable tax. Total cost is assigned to subtotal. Then the ticket, if it's standard, if you select standard ticket or economy or first class, in this case is standard. Okay, now the fare is then assigned to this variable, local variable, and here if it's a child, in this case it's not a child, so it's going to be 0 in the label. It's an adult, yes. From destination, that's from London to Kilburn, so traveling from London to Kilburn. Alright, now this is the price. That one is then assigned in there towards where the receipt are. The cost of everything is assigned here. Now that's just the receipt part of it. And this total is assigned for the sales assistant use. The route is either direct or any direction or any route. And here this is just from here down here, that is just the reference number of sales. Okay, exactly the same thing is repeated for the child's ticket, but in this case the child can be, there's no tax for the child. Okay, so if I run it, or before I run it, let me show you one or two other things. And here, those are the lines of code for the checkbox. So if the checkbox equals 1, then clear the label or the entry, just clear it and set it to normal state because it's disabled. And the same thing applies to these. Okay, so let's run it and you see. And right there you can see they are both disabled, so you can select your standard, adult, select your destination, click on single, enter how many people, how many tickets you intend to buy, and just click on total right there. There you can see the tax on that ticket. Okay, and that's the total cost of the ticket. So here's the total cost. The route is direct, the date of traveling, time, ticket reference number, yes, they are adult, and no child. Okay, so all I just need to do now is copy and paste, and you can always add everything together here. right? Okay, so let's go back into that code. Since we've taken care of Kilburn, all I just do now is copy and paste for the rest of the code. And here, let me show you the reset button. That's the reset function. Now right underneath here I have all my variables, and here I've assigned some value to those variables. I have more variables here. This is the variable for the subtotals, variable for total, variable for, that's for the calculator, and that's for the calculator as well. And if we come here, that's for subtotal. I also have some variable up here. Show that to you. There we go. Those are the other variables. Okay. So before I copy it, let me just show you all of the codes. Import as follows, name of my application, and right here I have the frames up to here, background color of the frames, title of the frames, variable declare, clear the variables, and here this is the receipt part. The receipt part is on frame, it's on the frame to the right. Have a good look at it. And here I use this for the spacing. I have 3 of those on board. There's another one for the spacing. You can just enter spacing in there, or space, or whatever. There's another one here. There should be one down. Okay. And here, these are the functions for the calculator. Clear the calculator, calculate the equals using lambda notation, exit the system, travel cost calculation that I explained to you guys earlier. Okay, so all I just need to do now is I'm going to copy it from here. Let's copy it down up to here, and that will be for the next one. Okay, and here's for the combo box, the reset button, more variables, data assigned to the variables. Here are the numbers that I use. I just enter that so that I don't forget. More variables there, date and time, widgets, creation of widgets here as well, ticket area, that is the calculator display, calculator buttons, rule 1, rule 2, 3, and rule 4. And here I have the tax, subtotal, total, and one more space here. Oh, there's another one. Spacing. I use that for space, and there's another one here. And here I have all my buttons: total button, clear button, reset button, exit button. One more space here, and then okay, I've copied it, so let's come in here and just enter what I've copied. But before then I need the name. Okay, Kilburn is the first one, the second one is Preston, so let's take care of Preston. And right underneath here we're just going to enter, underneath here we enter that, and that will be for Preston. That's for Preston. We just need to change the price of Preston. Maybe let's change this one to maybe 28. Okay, that's the price to Preston for a child. Now the price to Preston for an adult. We can just make that 42. Right, that's 42. Okay, that's that taken care of. Now we can just copy it again, or we need to indent, else there will be an error. Let's copy it from here. Now we can just use else if anyway. Else if. Yeah, else if. So let's try it out first. Let's see if Preston is going to work. Right. Standard. Preston. Adult. Let's say it's about 6 people. Click. Yeah, Preston works. Supposing I change it to Kilburn. Let's see what's going to happen. Right, it's working, guys. That's fine. Okay, let's exit the system. So that's brilliant. Just copy it. I think the next one is going to be Oxford, or I think it's Oxford. Let's paste that and come in here, change. It's either Oxford or Leeds. Oxford, change this as well to Oxford. Now we then need to change the price. Let's see, Oxford is above. Let's save. Yeah, 45. And for adults, let's go for about 38. That's for Oxford. Leeds, I think I don't know. I can't remember adding an S to Leeds. But I will check it out and see. Leeds. Okay, we also need to change the destination. Yeah, need to repeat the same thing for these. Okay, let's see. Leeds. What was the spelling entered? Okay, there's a next, and the next one is Brixton. Let's put Brixton town on the map. Okay, let's come down here. Just copy this. Remember that. Bring this down. Do that anyway. Brixton. And change all of this to Brixton. Port. That's Brixton here. And here, Brixton. That's one more. Brixton here as well. Yeah, that's Brixton here. Right. And here is Oxford. We have here another Oxford here. Paste. And one more. No, I think that's okay. This is Preston. Preston. Okay, that's one part of the selector taken care of. But one other thing is, in this case, we're talking of standard fare. Okay, that is just for standard fare, which is for this. What about if it's economy or first class? So which means we have to do all of that as well. So we can select Oxford and just maybe enter how many people is going to Oxford, maybe 2, and click there. That is fine. Alright, so exit, or maybe let's try Brixton. Maybe 7 people. I need to still change those price. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, exit. Yeah. Now let's take care of the price. I'll just take care of the price and get back to you guys. Okay, I've speed up the process, and here are the lines of code for economy. You can see there. So if we come down, let me show you the rest of the codes. That's for economy, Preston economy as well. Preston economy. Then we have Oxford economy. Oxford for children. And we have Leeds economy and Leeds economy for children here. Then we have Brixton economy, Brixton economy for children. Now if we take it down, it's exactly the same lines of code as first class. Okay, you can always add some more value to first class. Maybe just increase the cost of first class by 2 or whatever you intend to do to make it first class. Just add more to it. And that is first class, guys. So exactly the same lines of codes. And with that, guys, I believe you guys should be able to do something very similar to this. Okay, so let's show you the rest of the codes. Alright, and here, that is where I clear the checkbox, and to set the entering widget, to set it to normal states, or here, so if the selection is 0 here, then this becomes disabled. The entering widget becomes disabled. So you can see I've used an if statement. If this variable equals 1, this variable itself is a checkbox. So if the checkbox is 1, then the content in there is deleted. Okay, and the state of this is configured to normal. Else, we configure it and disable it. The same thing was applied here. And underneath here, I have my reset function. Here I have variables that are declared, values assigned to the variables, and those are variables as well. Date and time, widget, more widgets that I created, more widgets, and calculator widgets for row 1 of the calculator, row 2 here, 2, row 3 of the calculator, row number 4 of the calculator itself, and more widgets here for tax, subtotal, and total. And it's just a space, and here those are just space anyway, space, more space here to add space to the interface, and here are the buttons right here, space. Okay, we just loop it back here, and that is all for this program. It's taking some time to complete, but you will enjoy it if you love to code. So I'll just run the whole program again for you guys to see, and that is it, guys. Train ticketing system developed using Python. So let's run it again. Close that. Let's run it again. There. So we select any of our, okay, let's go for first class. Leeds first class adults 2. there. So when I click on total, take note of all of these empty areas right there. Okay, your receipt is generated. All we just need to do is, if you want to continue, you can always create a print button, a print function, and just print this out as the receipt. Okay guys, so with this I will call it the end of this long tutorial, and a very beautiful one, of course. I suppose you all enjoy it. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.